This piece is called Medicine Birds. It's just basically acrylic on canvas. And the whole idea behind this piece was that, we used a lot in the Chickasaws, we used a lot of feathers and different birds for different things, from our clothing to our tribal warfare, shields, things of that nature. And for one, the woodpecker, I noticed, and what studies I've done is very significant to the Chickasaws, and the fact it may be a small bird, but it can be pretty fierce. And the woodpecker itself, this particular woodpecker that I painted was called the Ivory-billed Woodpecker. Now, it comes from the southeastern part of the United States, and whether or not, like I said, because we all come from that southeastern area, civilizations, from what I studied and the mound engravings and stuff, there was a particular engraving of a bird, to me, which had very similar markings to the Ivory-billed Woodpecker. So to me, this is like an ancient bird, right? So I'm like, man, this is so cool to still have maybe one of these alive today. There's been sightings, but not any significant evidence to say that the Ivory-bill is still alive today. But the markings were so similar that I wanted to pair the two. That's why I left it Medicine Birds, because other people, I think, have interpreted this particular engraving as a kingfisher. But to me, the markings were just too striking not to be possibly a Ivory-billed Woodpecker. I saw that engraving it was like a engraving on a piece of wood, like a piece of bark, and it was just the craftsmanship was great, just the stylization of the bird itself, the markings, how each direction of the feathers went and laid. It just really struck me, and so that's why automatically I thought of Ivory-billed. Oh man, that's Ivory-billed Woodpecker. So that's why I paired the two up, because I thought of the similarities were just too great. But I just didn't call it Medicine Bird to totally say that's what this is. That's an Ivory-billed Woodpecker. I left it Medicine Birds to compare to the two, just to kind of keep it more open, because I do know that other people interpret that engraving as something else. Some just say it's a woodpecker, some say it's a kingfisher. But like I said, it gets back to the artistic interpretation and expression of making those distinguishable differences and similarities come forth on canvas, and that's just the comparison I made.